Hello everybody and welcome to Romanceful's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now this is a reading that is destined to the beautiful sign of Scorpio. My dear friend Scorpio, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody, so please do take whatever does resonate with you and simply leave the rest of it aside. If ever you do have any questions, if ever you would like to contact me, you would like to have your own personal reading, please do contact me. My information is right below into the YouTube description box. You will also find in the description box all of my readings of my listed. That being said, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel and you do enjoy the channel, please do click onto the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it would be greatly appreciated, and I do thank you so very much. So with no further ado, we are going to begin this reading. We want to know, you are currently not with your partner. You want to know, there's no contact. Are they going to contact you? Are you going to be able to contact them? Is it over? What is going on? I'm using tarot. I'm using oracle. I'm using steampunk. 3 different decks, 3 different vibes. Let's go and get all the information that we can. We are going to begin with the tarot. So I am going to remove these 2 decks for the moment. Let's go see what tarot has to say for us. We're speaking about ennui, empathy, have celebration, moderation, temperance. I have the Knight of Pentacles. I have the Ace of Swords. I have the World. I have the Nine of Cups. And I have the High Priestess. Okay, so I do have to say that I do believe, quite frankly, that there is going to be a contact. I do believe there's going to be a little bit more than a contact. I do believe that you're going to get back together for a certain amount of time, but not necessarily in the way that you wish. Okay, so if it is that you wish, for a relationship, and I don't believe it's going to be something that's going to be long-lived. It's something that's going to be, I believe, more short-lived. But as I can see within the cards here, the messages that I am getting is that yes, you are going to have a contact. It's not going to be quite right away, but you are going to have one. There is a certain period of being lonely, of wondering what's going on. Are they ever going to contact you? So there is going to be that certain period of dormance, if you want. And during that time, it's really about taking some time for yourself. It's about trying to figure out. It's about trying to think. And you're going to be a little bit hard on yourself. So you need to not be too hard on yourself onto the whole situation. We do that to ourselves all the time when somebody leaves us. We're very hard on ourselves, but we never really look at the other person. So, but I do see, there is going to be a moment of celebration because you are going to be quite happy because you are going to have that contact. You are going to have some good time, but I do see that you have moderation. So, you do need to be careful with the moderation. So let's not go in great excess. Let's go step by step so we don't fall from too high neither, if ever we must fall. So 1 step at a time, go with moderation. Try this time. I don't know if you had last time. I do feel as though there was a lot that was given. You were giving an awful lot of yourself, maybe a little bit too much into the past. Try maybe to give a little bit less of yourself this time. Try and make it more equal. Try to make it more balanced out if it's possible. And try to listen. You have to listen to your heart at all times. I'm never going to tell anybody not to listen to your heart, not to listen to your gut feeling, but also try to use, your reasoning. Try to use the intellect and try to figure out things a little bit here and there whenever you do have any information that is given to you, because you've already learned. You've learned, we have this inner wisdom. You've learned a lot from this relationship. And so it's just really, really important for you to take whatever you've learned and to carry it on with you for the contact you're going to have and for all future, experiences that are to come your way. Very important to keep that inner wisdom at all time. Listen to your gut feeling. There is going to be a certain moment of satisfaction. Not quite sure. I'm going to see with the other cards. I don't have the feeling that it is going to be long-lived, like I said, but there is going to be a moment of satisfaction. And then I do believe that there is going to be a moment of completion. So I do believe that at some point it is going to end. So, but will there be contact? Yes. Will you be together again at some point? Yes. I don't honestly feel that it's going to be long-lived though, but a second chance, it does look like there might be a second chance into the cards here. I'm going to move on over and we're going to go and see what was going on a little bit within the steampunk Let's go see. They often have a different type of information for us that could be really quite handy here. So, and here's what I am looking for, more information. Okay, so we have a butterfly, we have a fish, we have a man, we have an umbrella, I have a lady, so we have the couple, I have the book, I have scales, I have a wine glass, and I have kisses. So, okay. I have two cards here that are depicting to me that there is some type of a short-lived experience, a short-lived relationship. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. I'm going to give you two different possibilities for whoever is watching out there, depending on what you have gone through. Now, either this person has cheated on you and you're going to get back with them and they're going to cheat on you again, but they're going to cheat on you for, very briefly. It's not going to be a long period, but they are going to do it again. And if you were not cheated on, okay, then I do have to tell you that you are going to be that short time period. You are going to be that person who is going to be in their lives, but for a short time. It's going to be joyful for the time that it is there, but it's not going to last very long. I do have both couples here also. Lady is completely there, very quite happy. The man, happy also, but I do have him in reverse. So depending, this could be a man or a woman, of course, but I do have one of the partner who's coming into this relationship, but a little bit more backwards than the other one, okay, with a little bit more fear. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of information that's hidden in this relationship that you're never going to get. I don't feel they're ever going to give you that information. They are trying to protect you from the information, if you will. And so maybe it is better that way. Sometimes it's better that we just don't know some things. The scales is all about balancing things out again. So as I said last time, I feel like you gave a lot about yourself. Try and give a little bit less of yourself. And I do see, some good times. I have wine glasses, I have kisses, I have the whole thing, but you do need to be careful not to overindulge. This is really what the wine glass is. It's not just about taking that glass. So it's really about no overindulgences in life and the good things in life. So it's really about being careful. So far, our decks are correlating quite beautifully. We are going to go see what the Oracle deck has to give you as advice. Oracle deck, daydreams and decisions, control, reach out, and confront. Okay, perfect. So yes, you're going to have a moment where you're going to reach out, and I'm not talking about just reaching out both of the partners together to try and come to some understanding and see each other again, but there is going to be a moment where you're going to reach out elsewhere to try and get some help, to try and get some advice, and that is absolutely perfect. There's going to be a moment where you're going to be alone, where you're going to be more lonely, where you're going to have time to think about everything. As I said, you're supposed to be in a moment of repose. You're supposed to be in a moment of not relaxation, but assessing. So there is going to be that moment. And meanwhile, you're going to be taking, you're going to be having some daydreams, but you are going to be making some decisions. So you might be making yourself a plan B or a plan C, trying to figure out everything that is possible, all the possibilities. Very careful. Whenever you do return into this relationship, if you do return into it, even if it is for briefly, need to be careful for the control. Don't be controlled. Don't control. Try not to control the situation. Just go with the flow. And you're going to have a communication. You're going to have to confront each other. You're going to have to confront your demons. You're going to have to try and see what exactly, what happened, what your fears are, what their fears are. So at least if you're going to start again, if you're going to do something again, you need to start on a clean slate. So there's going to have to be some type of confrontation here within that also. So that being said, my dear friend Scorpio, this does conclude this reading. Once again, hopefully for you, this is your situation because it is a positive one. It does turn out that there is a contact, but it might not be. If ever you do want to have your own, reading, you have your own questions, please do contact me. My information is right below into the YouTube description box. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do wish you a beautiful day. Much love. Thank you for being there. Very appreciated. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.